there, Taurus. How are you? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of December. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I almost said November. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot today, Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Taurus. Let's begin with your reading. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. Taurus. What is happening, going on? What do we have for Taurus Collective this time around? We have a King of Cups that looks drunk. So for many of you, we have a drinker here. This could be the masculine energy. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, a Pisces that is drinking a whole lot. Yeah, look, doesn't that person look, this person is drunk. Okay. And it's the King of Cups. So the King of Cups usually is very, we could say for the most part, in control of their emotions. But you know, this time around, I do feel like whatever they're feeling is really like weighing them down. And for many of you, I do see someone like drinking a lot. Maybe this could be someone who'd never really used to drink. But there is like a drinking problem here for many of you. If it's not a problem yet, I do see it developing into a problem. Here we have the Emperor. Oh, that looks like the devil. It's not the devil though. It's the Emperor. Okay. For many of you, this is an Aries. This is an Aries. What is this Emperor being here? What is this Emperor doing here? Sorry about that. What is this Emperor doing here? Okay, there we go. Here we have the Three of Swords. And then we have the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords. Okay. So for many of you, I feel like this Princess of Swords, I feel like is... Okay, let me just take all of this in. Like, I'm starting to feel... There is this heaviness for sure that I feel here. I feel like there was some sort of communication that was received, or there's some sort of knowledge. There is something. There is news, information that is making this King of Cups, this Aries, for some of you, this Emperor, or whoever, this is strong masculine energy. Do you see? The first two cards are the King of Cups and then the Emperor. Now, I'm already getting a certain inclination, but let me just get one more card. Spirit, give me one more card just to just put this into perspective. But I already have I have a storyline already in my head. I just need you to confirm because it is a delicate matter, okay? We have, yeah, that's what I was feeling. This is a child. So for many of you, there's like bad news. There's bad news about a child that was received. For many of you, this is the father, okay, the masculine energy that is feeling this way with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is children. And well, that's what I was feeling like. For selective few, I'm getting that someone is getting news that they're going to become a father, that they're the father or something. And it's like for whatever reason, emotionally, this is not something that makes them happy. Okay. Tell me what this Three of Swords is doing here. We have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Empress, and it's reversed. You see how I was talking about the child? Like I already have the entire story. But this is a tarot reading, so, it's like, this is what the card says. But you see, is the Empress, it's just talking about a child. Look, there it is. You see it? But you see it's reversed. So for many of you, this is, look, and this Queen of Cups, for many of you, this one's been drinking too. You see, both of these people, look, here we have a relationship, a connection, to people that are not happy. They're not happy. So for many of you, this is because there's been news. For many of you, I'm getting that there's a pregnancy here with the Empress reversed that is not happening. Maybe not being able to get pregnant. For many of you, I don't want to say it, but I feel it in my stomach, like in the pit of my stomach, like, and it could be a sad situation where for many of you, this could be like a pregnancy that doesn't go full term, okay? So for many of you, I'm getting that this could also be a miscarriage of some sort for some of you. But for some of you is that. For some of you, definitely it's like a miscarriage. For others of you is like there's bad news that you receive about a child. For many of you, that bad news is that it is not your child. Okay? Interesting. King and Queen of Cups. Yeah, so those are, this Queen of Cups here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, doesn't have to be, okay, but this, it's like a couple, these two people here. And then here we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Prince, the Page of Swords, this is bad news that you receive. Information that you receive that is like a grave disappointment. And look, it's all revolving daddy here, Papa. A father figure. And you see, instead of like a baby, there's a little, like I don't know what that is, a little dog. So for many of you is realizing that I'm definitely getting that, guys. See a gentleman here drinking heavily because they're receiving news that the child it is that they thought was theirs is not. And then for others of you, there's news about somebody who is like there's like a miscarriage here of some sort, or a loss of a child, okay, with the Six of Cups. Yeah, oh my goodness. Look, guys, you see what I'm talking about? You see how there's a baby here? And what's judgment? Judgment is when we could say what happens when you pass a judgment day, right? Where it's like your soul goes up to heaven. And yeah, guys, I'm getting that for many of you. There's been like a loss of a child, okay? Or a miscarriage of some sort. Okay. Or there is just it's something that is happening for others of you that it's revolving a child, okay, something getting like some devastating news. You see, here it is again. This is the page. This is a Page of Pentacles, which is a child. It's a child on there. And then here we have the Seven of Wands. For others of you, I'm also getting that this could be like this could be problems that you're having with like the mother of a child. A mother, yeah, you're having problems. Could also be a child suffering here as a result of a mother, because it's reverse, of a mother not being very nurturing. Yeah, that's another thing that I'm seeing, guys, where I see two people at the very least that are not emotionally in the best place. And this Emperor is definitely, we could see it as like the voice of reason. So we could see this as, so for many of you, it could be all of these things, okay? This emperor is someone that is like, could be seeing all of this and is, they know or they feel like they have to step up and do something here because there is a child in the middle of all of this. For many of you, I feel like the Empress reverse, and the Emperor is upright. So this is mother and father. Okay, so for many of you, I do see a part. It could be the father, or it could also be just it could be like a grandfather. It could even be a grandmother. It could be somebody, okay, here who is just the head of reason, who is looking at this entire situation and thinking and is thinking, look, I need to do something about this, because what I'm seeing I'm not okay with, because there is a child here in the middle of all of this that is getting hurt. For many of you, I do see with the Empress being reversed here, I do feel like for many of you it could be because the mother is not taking care of the child. The mother is not taking care of the child. The Empress reverse, yeah, because the Empress reverse would be like, is the opposite of what the Empress is. So it would be it's a mother, for example, that does not nurture you. It's not a loving mother. It's an emotionally distant mother, someone that does not care for a child the way that the child is supposed to be, taken care of. The Empress reversed. So for many of you, we have that kind of situation. With the Judgment being here, guys, there could be some sort of, court case going on, family law as well. Okay, and there could be a discussion that is had, or there's someone here thinking, okay, something needs to be done here. And for many of you, absolutely, that's going to require, getting the court involved. With the Seven of Wands here, with the Prince of Pentacles, the child could be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. Seven of Wands, yeah, this could be like fighting over a child. This is fighting over a child as well. Like, no, the child should go with me. No, well, the child should stay with me. I'm their mother. But look, here we have this Empress reverse. So if it could be two things. Either the mother is not fit, okay, to care for the child. And it's also, or whoever the child's caregiver is, they're not taking care of this child. They're missing a lot. They're not getting what it is that they need there. Wherever it is, whoever is taking care of them. And with the Emperor, for many of you, I see could, again, this Emperor could be like a judge, for example, is representative of the law enforcement as well. Could be getting involved here. That's what we have. All right, so interesting. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Now, for others of you, that King of Cups and that Queen of Cups at the beginning, those could be the parents. The King and the Queen of Cups, that's a couple there. And if you saw them, they're both drunk. So for many of you, that is a couple. Okay, that's the mom and the dad there that are not. They could have drinking problems. Just that. Those are two people that were drunk. The King of Cups was drinking. I mean, he was drunk. And then the woman was like going like this to a cup, like she's trying to get every last drop, like if it's A1 steak sauce, All right, let's see. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. I felt a card. Maybe not. I'll see it as I'm shuffling. Tell me more about Taurus, Holy Spirit. Tell me what. I'm leaving it open here. Just tell me. Talk to us. We have the 5 of Wands. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. For many of you, I do see like some sort of legal battle going on. There's disagreements for sure with the 5 of Wands. There could be a lot of pushback, a lot of disagreements, people not agreeing with the 10 of Pentacles. This is a safe place. Look, that's the 10 of Pentacles. It's a safe and a comfortable place. So I'm hearing it's like for many of you, this is about a child, okay? This is about a child. It's like, you know, there's disagreements here about what place, you know, is better, what environment is better. There's like clashes. We have the Lovers, we have the Princes of Swords, and then we have the Prince of Cups. There's, for many of you, I foresee a lot of people like getting involved. There's a lot of people here. We have the King of Wands. With the Lovers, I feel like there's a major decision here that needs to be made. I do see the need for okay, so here I am again getting this entire backstory, and I'm just like, let me just clarify. Because we do have a delicate situation which can, passions, you know, feelings can run very high for sure. I feel like money is a thing. Okay, I do see someone thinking about money with the 10 of Pentacles, like money's on their mind. Money, okay, interested in money, because that's the 10 of Pentacles. This is, the 10 of Pentacles is an inheritance. It's also like, could be like alimony. It could be, for many of you, could even be child support. It is just some sort of support that is continuous. So it could last like a lifetime. If not not a lifetime, it could last a long time, like up until, like if we're talking about a child, this is caring for a child long term. Obviously, if it's your child, right, from like all the way up to 18, for example. That's the 10 of Pentacles. It's support and taking care of someone for a long extended period of time. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Sun card. And I was going to grab this, and then here we have the Chariot. Okay, the Lovers, Princess of Swords, and then this Prince of Cups. Okay, so I do see someone being upset here. That's that King of Wands. There's someone upset. You see all that fire there? There's a lot of people here. Wheel of Fortune, and then the Sun card. Okay, so I feel like the most important thing here, you see how there's a child there again, and it's the Sun card, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is, things are going to go, for many of you, things are going to go unexpectedly. Again, I see several energies involved here, so I do feel like the way things are going to be unfolding, and I do feel like that is going to come as a prize to a particular person in all of this. And the good news is that I do feel like the child that we have here is going to end up in a better place, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune and then the Sun card. So I feel like if we could take that, you know, if there's anything that we can take from that, from this reading, is that things are going to go in the best way for this child, wherever they end up. Now, Wherever this child ends up, for many of you, not everybody's going to agree with that, even when it's the better choice. Like here we have the Tower. So for many of you, this is a broken home. They were in a broken home. Whatever we have going on here, guys, for the child is not good. Now, again, I foresee things going in favor of the child, meaning that whatever the child, okay, the person it is that we have here, I do see them, I'm hearing, going to a better place. Now, again, just because this is a child that their luck is going to change and they're going to end up, I feel like, guys, for many of you, this is so necessary to remove a child from wherever it is that they're at, because this action here is going to change their entire life. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's really going to change their fate. I mean, absolutely, the way a child gets raised, that, I mean, has a major role in what that child ends up being like, what fate it is that they have. So do know that that's what I see here, guys. I do see the fate of a child changing. I do see this child having a sibling, and I feel like for many of you, I feel like they're not from the same parent, because you see those two children there. One is like very tanned. Do you see? And then there's another one here that's like really light complected. Do you see? So to me, it's just like two children. What is it? What is that saying? A sister from another mister. So yeah, it's you see. So for many of you, this is like having a brother, but for many of you, I feel like it's having a brother, or having a sister, but from different parents. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Now I do see the child. I do see moving happening here. Goodness gracious. Tell me, look, let me just flat out ask. Well, for each and every one of you, it's going to be different. I was going to ask, like, tell me about the mother, but for some of you, it's the father who's doing this. But for the majority, okay, it is, well, it's not about mother and father, okay, because the Empress reverse is just representative of like whoever is caring for the child. Whoever has the responsibility to care for the child. That's that person. Tell me about this Tower. All right. Tell me about this Tower. Tell me about this Tower. Holy Spirit, tell me about this Tower. We have the Prince of Swords. And then we have the Four of Wands in its reverse. Yeah, you see the Four of Wands? The Four of Wands, it's representative. It could be a house. Well, reverse, it's what I told you it was. So look, you see it here in the Tower. What is that? That's a broken home, which goes with the storyline that I'm giving you. Now I'm clarifying the Tower. What am I getting? I'm getting the Four of Wands, which upright is representative of a home. So if you could think about it, reverse is like a house, like upside down, which symbolically is the same thing as like a broken home. This is it goes very well, as in fact, with the Tower, because it's like it could be a faulty foundation, which just means that it's a situation, it's a place of living. The circumstances here are very, very unstable. Very unstable. Now here we have the Prince of Swords, and I'm going to have to clarify this, but look at this dude here. I don't like the way that they look. They have a sword and they have blood on their outfit. And just the way that they look, you know. What is this Prince of Swords? I'm getting that for many of you. I mean, look. Yeah, look full. Yeah, so here we have a situation like this, guys. We have an environment that is not safe. And when you have an environment that is not safe for a child, okay, it puts the child vulnerable to a lot of bad situations, okay? Like, for example, the child is not being looked at for after the way that they're supposed to. They're and when things like that happen, there's opportunistic people everywhere, and that can allow room for a bad person to come in and do something bad, you know. That's the way that I'm seeing that. So you see, that to me is like a person that is up to no good, and it's like an older person. So for many of you, I feel like this is just like bringing up the safety of the child, that I feel like the child is not safe there, guys, okay? And then here we have the Fool. And the Fool is like, I'm seeing this as whoever the caregiver is, they're so irresponsible. This is a person who does not have a care in the world. This is a person who is not taking the role as a caregiver responsibly at all. The Fool? No, I mean, look, they're walking, they're not even This is as well, guys, this is like a child that's not being looked after. This is a child that's not being looked after. So this is like a child, guys, that the environment here is just so bad. The home is not stable. It's very, very unstable. Could be for many different reasons. It could be because financially it's not a stable home. It could be as well because it's not an emotionally stable place because of the people in it, for example. And I feel like it's a danger because of the people around as well. Do you see that? And then here we have a child that's walking, and look, they're about to fall off a bridge. I mean, not a bridge, but they're about to fall off a cliff. Why? Because they're not watching what it is that they're doing. So you see how it all goes together. So, I mean, I'm reading this Fool as two things. One, this is an individual who doesn't have a care in the world. This is a person who needs to grow the hell up. This is also a person who, for many of you, it's like a parent, and it's like they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about what it is to be a parent. But look, that's not an excuse, because I was a young mother. I have one child. He's a teenager. I was a very young mom, and well, I was a mom for the very first time, and hey, you have to change your life. You have to, you have to grow up. I don't see someone doing that here. And then for others of you, this Fool is representative of like a child here that is not being looked after, that they're just, look, it could be a lot of accidents here. They're not being looked after. Look, there's a kid, if you can envision, they're about to burn their hand on the burner. They are about to get hurt. Interesting. Well, okay, let's see. So what advice do we have for a Taurus or the cross watcher? Whoever is here listening to this, whether you are the Taurus or you are, the cross watcher, what advice is it that we have for you? Let's see. What advice do we have for you? Taurus, cross watcher, whoever is here listening to this, okay? We have the Seven of Cups, and then we have the two sevens, the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so Seven of Pentacles reversed. All right, guys, so the Seven of Pentacles reversed is, let me take this in. It's pretty much, it's failure. The Seven of Pentacles is failure. I feel like the advice that we have here, okay, here I see someone that the Seven of Pentacles upright, okay, is all about doing something, and it's like you're trying to get it right. Now, whether you get it right or not, well, that's you'll see as things progress, but it's reverse. So I feel like what this is saying is that the situation is going to continue as it is. I'm seeing this as a person that has perhaps been given, I don't want to say necessarily given the opportunity, but whatever their actions have been, okay, they have not produced the results needed for the circumstances. 7 of Pentacles reversed. That's what we have here. This is a person that is there. Nothing is going to change. Whatever it is that they have put out, don't expect anything different. So for many of you, this is a person that is not this is a person that is not changing, I suppose, their ways. They're going to keep doing what it is that they've been doing, which has, quite frankly, it's been a failure. And with the 7 of Cups being here, well, I mean, this could be you thinking maybe there's another choice here. Well, there's always another choice. That's one thing that I'm getting. There's always another choice. There's always another choice. There's many choice. There's several choices it is that you have here. I'm getting that for many of you. This could be talking about, like, I feel like this many choices being here is just, you know, referring to the fact that at this point, for many of you, perhaps it's like, it's not that the person has to go with a particular person. For example, I'm just going to throw this out to you. It's like, not that they have to go with their father, not that they have to go with their grandmother, or it's not that they, you know, shouldn't go to their godparents or this, that. It's not about who. You know, because I feel like for many of you, there's many options here of where this child can go. I feel like that's what this said, because the 7 of Cups is a lot of choices here. But look, there's one bad one. And, you know, I feel like that bad one is just whoever's caring for the child, you know, they're going to continue putting out what they've been putting out. Which for many of you is nothing. That is that's the advice it is that you should know. Okay. All right. So yeah, for many of you, I did see that. This is, you know, another, you know, the 3 of Swords. This is a heartbreaking situation here for many of you with the 3 of Swords. It's heartbreaking. It's unfortunate. It's very disappointing. And well, for many of you, yeah, there is a child here that is not going to be happy. And like, this is another thing that I'm getting, you know, like a kid doesn't know what is best for them. For a selective few, I'm getting that, you know, because here I'm seeing like a kid that's very sad, and a child could be incredibly sad. I mean, absolutely, if they're leaving their mother, for example, or they're being taken away from the caregiver or wherever it is that they've been, and it's like they want to stay there, but they don't know that it's safe for them, for example. So that's what I'm getting, guys. Okay, 7 of Cups. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of choices here. Whoever, okay, has the child now, I feel like, look, don't expect anything different from that person. I'm getting, don't even really expect a whole lot of help from this individual either. Yeah, I'm getting, don't expect, this person to all of a sudden, just because the child is taken away, that I don't see this person putting in the time and the energy either. And then we have the Princess of Pentacles. And then here we have the Ten of Cups. I see this child growing up in a happy family, guys. That's what it is that you should know. Right now, the circumstances are bad. It could be very heartbreaking and disappointing. Unfortunately, the child is in the middle of all of this. But, what it is that you should know. We saw the Wheel of Fortune, and then we saw the Sun card. This is a child that's going to be growing up in a happy, and they're going to grow up happy. They're going to grow up in a happy home. Yeah, I see this child, okay, growing up to be actually very, really smart, very independent, and it's going to be the type of child, guys, that I feel like they're really going to be very responsible, very grounded, very down to earth. I feel like they're really going to like nature. They're going to have a strong connection with animals. And I just see this child growing up. I see this person being just incredibly stable and grounded. And they're going to have their head on straight. This is not the type of child that you worry about with the Princess of Pentacles. This is a child that you trust to take care of whatever responsibilities it is that they have. I see this child even like wanting to get a job very early in life. That's just the Princess of Pentacles. It's a very ambitious child, okay? That's gonna want better things. And I don't see this child here holding a grudge at all. I don't see that. I see this child here growing up to be very well-rounded and balanced. And I see them being very happy. For many of you, those are the caregivers, okay? It might not be there. For many of you, this could be like one parent and then like a step parent, but this child is going to see this person like their parent. Now, for others of you, this could be like a grandma and a grandpa. It's just the caregivers, okay? They're really going to they're going to grow up in a very happy home with whoever their caregivers are. And I do feel like it's going to be like a two-family home, meaning it's like the two parents. Beautiful way to close the reading, guys. Okay, so let's get an oracle card to close the reading. That was interesting. I never know what I'm going to get. Taurus, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. Is going to take you to Votre Voyage Tarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. All right, let's see. Taurus, what closing message do we have for you, my dear Taurus? We have be nimble. Okay, who is this? Is it Green Tara? I think it's Green Tara. All right, it says, when we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in an unexpected form. I love this, guys. For many of you, for like an even more extended message, I feel like you should look into Green Tara and the message it is that she has to give. Green Tara, an ascended master. When we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it. Doesn't that go with like your reading? So for many of you, there's going to be a person that is going to be in a position to help, and there is someone else who at this time needs help. And as well, and I feel like the message here as well is like be open to receiving help. Maybe at this time you don't really see a solution, or you don't see how, you can get you could get help. Or you just don't see, you're seeing a lot of maybe obstacles, limitations, restrictions. Maybe there's a sense of helplessness here, where you can't really, you need assistance of some sort, but you don't really know where to go, or how. I do feel like there is someone here who is willing to help. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in unexpected ways. So be open. I feel like it's just saying be open to receiving help. And also knowing, I feel like as well, it's like expect to receive help from an unexpected source. This is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.